Lisa nurtured big dreams and aspirations. Her determination was to settle in a big city where she could be recognized as a talented writer. However, everything changed with the arrival of a mysterious young man, altering the course of her life in ways she could never have imagined after marrying him. Hello, my friends. I am Linda, and this is Linda's Love Stories. I hope you enjoy this story. Lisa was a dreamy young woman who lived in a small town in the countryside where the days were marked by the tranquil rhythm of the seasons. She had hair as black as the starry night and eyes that reflected the depth of her soul. Since childhood, Lisa's heart was filled with dreams and her mind with stories she imagined amidst the lush nature surrounding her hometown. At that time, there was no technology to distract people from their real lives. Human relationships were cultivated in person, and friends met in the town square, a place where conversations flowed freely and laughter echoed through the air. It was in this setting that Lisa spent much of her time, sitting under an old tree, reading her favourite books, or writing in her diary, where she recorded her most intimate thoughts. One of the most anticipated moments of the week was when a friendly popcorn vendor stopped his cart in the square. The delicious aroma of freshly prepared popcorn spread throughout the place, attracting not only children but also adults who allowed themselves to savour the simplicity and joy of those moments. The years went by, and Lisa witnessed many of her friends leaving the small town to venture into the big cities in search of excitement and new opportunities. She couldn't help but feel a twinge of envy for them because she knew that these cities offered a different life, full of experiences and challenges she yearned to experience. But despite her conflicting feelings, Lisa knew this was not her reality at the moment. Her biggest dream was to become a renowned writer, but until that moment, she had not managed to get any of her books published and achieve the much-desired financial independence. Lisa spent sleepless nights writing stories inspired by her hometown, the simplicity of human relationships, and her memories. While Lisa was sitting in the town square on a sunny weekend, enjoying time with some friends, something unexpected happened. Her eyes fixed on a handsome young man who passed through the square on his way to the market. It was a new face in town, someone she had never seen before. Curious, Lisa leaned over to one of her friends and asked, "Who is he? I've never seen him around here before." Your friend, one of the oldest residents of the city, smiled and replied, "He just moved to that large farm that had been abandoned for many years. It seems like he is restoring the place." As days went by, rumours about the young man spread throughout the town. Many speculated that he was possibly the son of the farm's former owner, and hence must be very wealthy. The town's young women began to show interest in him, and his name started being frequently mentioned in the conversations of the local young ladies. Lisa did not let herself get caught up in the excitement caused by the young man's appearance. She was not interested in competing for anyone's heart, especially someone who seemed to be the focus of all the young women's attention in the town. Lisa had her own priorities and dreams. While the other young women were busy trying to catch the young man's attention, Lisa was dedicated to finishing another one of her books. The hope of getting her work published and achieving her dream of becoming a renowned writer was what motivated her. Lisa was sitting in her favourite cafe, focused on her inseparable notebook, where she recorded her thoughts and inspirations. As she was jotting down some ideas for her next book, she was surprised when someone sat in the chair across from her. She looked up and saw the mysterious young man everyone was talking about. Surprised and a bit uncomfortable, Lisa couldn't help but find his choice odd. She raised an eyebrow and asked in a firm but polite tone, "Do you need something? There are several empty tables. There's no reason for you to sit at my table." Ethan looked at Lisa with a gentle smile and replied, "I apologise for my choice of table. It was not my intention to disturb you. My name is Mark. I heard that you are a talented writer." Lisa was determined to make it clear to Mark that she was not interested in any kind of flirtation or romance. "Look, I know you've been getting a lot of attention these past few days, especially from the girls, but I want to make it clear that I'm not like them, and I'm not interested in you." Mark smiled, appreciating Lisa's candour, and stood up. When Lisa was about to leave the cafe, She was surprised to find Mark waiting for her outside. He approached her and said in a calm tone, "Just to make it clear, I don't care about what people are saying about me, and I'm not interested in you either. I wanted to talk to you because the priest recommended you. He mentioned that since your family owns a restaurant here in town, you might be able to help me plan a large, welcoming lunch at the farm where I live." Lisa felt embarrassed for having misinterpreted the situation. "I'm sorry for the misunderstanding. Of course, we can help. My mother is a great cook." The next day, Lisa went to the farm to meet Mark and discuss the details of the event. The farm was immense and was undergoing an incredible restoration under Mark's care. As they walked through the well-kept gardens and restored buildings, Lisa couldn't help but express her admiration. "It must be great to own a place like this. You are very lucky," said Lisa, looking around in fascination. Mark smiled. "It really must be great, but I am not the owner of this farm." "I am just a trusted employee of the owner," explained Mark. "He entrusted me with organising everything so that the farm would be in perfect condition when he and his family move in. The lunch for which I need your help is a small welcome party for them." Mark proved to be a dedicated and hard-working young man, and Lisa deeply admired how he had transformed that impressive place. That was just the beginning of a long story that was about to unfold for these two young people. Although all the girls were charmed by Mark, it was Lisa with her natural and spontaneous ways that captivated the young man's heart. Lisa initially resisted any sign of romance, focused on her goals and determined to follow her own path. However, love had an enigmatic way of finding its way, and despite her initial resistance, Lisa began to feel her heart yield to the feelings arising between her and Mark. Mark and Lisa made an incredible couple, and the months they spent together only seemed to increase the love they shared. But news was about to shake the couple's life. Lisa received news that left her deeply excited. Her book had attracted the attention of a major publisher, and they were interested in publishing it. But there was more. They also offered her a job as a text editor at the publisher. The job meant that Lisa would have to move to another city, a large metropolis. It was a chance Lisa had dreamed of all her life. When telling the news to Mark, Lisa felt that despite his words of encouragement, something was wrong. "What's the matter, Mark? Aren't you happy with my achievement?" Mark sighed, his eyes revealing a mix of emotions. He responded sincerely, "Of course I'm happy for you, Lisa. You've worked hard and deserve all the recognition you're getting. But I can't help but feel a tinge of sadness because I know you're leaving." "But I'm not going alone. You're coming with me, aren't you?" asked Lisa with hope in her eyes. Mark sighed, knowing this was a conversation they needed to have. He looked into Lisa's eyes and said sincerely, "Lisa, I love you more than anything, and my dream would be to spend my life by your side. However, I have to be realistic. My experience is in the field with farm stuff, and I don't know how I'd fare in a big city." Lisa looked at him with determination and replied, "But what I'll be earning would be enough for both of us, Mark." Their conversation didn't reach a point of convergence, and the fate that had united them now separated them. Lisa pursued her dream and Mark stayed behind. Months passed, and Lisa saw her book published and sold in major bookstores. Her work was gratifying. She lived in a good apartment and was surrounded by the hustle and opportunities the city offered. It was the exact realization of all her most optimistic dreams. Even with all the success and achievements she had reached, Lisa felt that something was missing in her life. She longed for the square where friends gathered, the aroma of popcorn, the laughter of children running through the streets, and above all, she missed Mark. Lisa knew there was a difficult decision to be made, a choice between her career and the life she had left behind. Lisa found herself confronted with the possibility that everything she had dreamed of her entire life was not bringing the happiness she had expected. Lisa made the decision to return to her hometown. She recognized that despite the opportunities and success she had achieved in the big city, her heart was calling her back to the simplicity, authenticity, and relationships she had left behind. The news that Lisa had returned soon reached Mark's ears. Lisa, on the other hand, felt a mix of nervousness and anxiety as she decided to look for Mark at the farm where he worked. With a shy smile, Lisa approached the young man. "Hi, Mark. I'm back." "I heard you were back. What happened?" he asked curiously. "I came to the conclusion that everything I thought would bring me happiness actually didn't. I realized that I was already happy in my town, with my family and friends, and especially happy by your side, Mark. I'm sorry for leaving." Mark listened attentively and kindly responded, "Lisa, you don't need to apologize. You went after your dreams, and I always knew how much that meant to you. If you hadn't gone, you would always feel like you had missed your great opportunity and maybe never know that all of that wouldn't bring you the satisfaction you were seeking." Lisa smiled, feeling relieved to have Mark's understanding and support. She knew that her journey had taught her valuable lessons and led her to appreciate even more the simple things in life. Now, she was back in the place she truly called home, alongside the people she loved, and she was certain her heart was in the right place. Lisa and Mark resumed their relationship and shortly after decided to get married. The ceremony was held in their hometown, surrounded by friends and family who shared in their joy. After the wedding, the couple moved into a small house on the farm where Mark worked. It was a simple house but full of warmth and coziness. Lisa never imagined she would be so happy living in the simplicity of that small house. Sometimes we idealize goals and dreams that, when achieved, do not bring the satisfaction or happiness we imagined. It's important to remember that life is a journey in constant evolution, and it's okay to recognize that we made mistakes, or that our choices didn't lead us where we expected. Taking a step back, re-evaluating our priorities, and even making significant changes in our lives is an important part of personal growth and the pursuit of genuine happiness. Sometimes, this may mean returning to a simpler life and valuing the things that really matter, like meaningful relationships and emotional well-being. If you enjoyed, please give it a like and subscribe to the channel. Leave a comment with a number from 1 to 5 to let us know how much you liked the story. Also, watch the video that is currently on your screen. See you soon.